Good evening. I'm Dana Argo, live 11 Orchard Drive in Hooksett. I've lived in town for 19 years, almost 19 years. Got a wife and two successful young college students, I'm happy to say. Shall I continue? Do you have questions? Okay. I'll begin with one of the reasons I believe that I would be an asset to the commission. I think one of the major problems, if not the major problem, facing the commission, the department, the town, is the hiring, training, and retaining of police officers. I have extensive experience in the union environment, bargaining unit environment, if you will. 30 years in the natural gas distribution business, and I've worked, been a member of Steelworkers Union. I've also worked with, on the other side of the table, so to speak, steel workers, electrical workers, and well, I've forgotten the third one, I'm sorry, but I've worked with 3 different locals over the years. Again, I have extensive experience with dealing with the union environment, negotiated union contracts, both in the private sector and as a member of the Hooksett School Board. Also have extensive experience in employee engagement. And I think in the world we live in now, employee engagement is a very important part of running a business, which I believe the police department is a business. It's very important to know your employees, know what their needs are, and it's important that your employees know what you expect of them. And I think you know, I bring a lot of that knowledge to the table. I can answer those 2 questions that you asked earlier, if you like. If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Lembo, if you wouldn't mind repeating yours, but
what is the role of the police commission in regards to the whole police department? And can I say something first? I want to congratulate you as the chairman of the school board. I read a piece in the paper a couple of days ago, I believe it was, that the Colley Middle School did a fantastic job in the kneecap, and just the entire school system has been praised in the union leader. So I want to congratulate you as being the chairman of the school board and bringing that to the table.
thank you. We're proud of them. I'd like to take a lot of credit for that,
Okay.
but I can't. So, but I appreciate your comments. I'll pass them along. Thank you. I look at, as I said a moment ago, I look at the police commission, the police department as a business. And I look at the role of the police commission as, I don't want to glorify it any more than it is, but I look at it as their board members. They're members of the board of directors of that business. They oversee policy. They oversee budgetary, you know, I'll say the budget process, and I'll say those are the 2 primary areas where I believe the commission should be involved on a regular basis. The administrative piece, you know, the chief, I look at the chief as CEO of the corporation. He's running it. He's boots on the ground, if you will. He's the guy that makes everything run. And the people that are under him, his subordinates, his captains, his lieutenants, they are, you know, his vice presidents, department heads, what have you. They take his direction and make the operation run. So I look at the commission as high level. I mean, understandably, there are times where they have to get involved, you know, with day-to-day if there are circumstances that arise that require it. But on the whole, very high-level policy and policy procedure type function.
Thank you.
Yes, I also want to thank you and congratulate you for your fine work with the school board, and I see the budget committee, tough jobs, and thank you for applying for this one too. Help me with a concern that I have. Ironically, with your good work with the school board, you're obviously very much involved with the school board, and part of the police commission issues have been, the school board has been a part of that. I'm concerned that you would have some preconceived impressions and ideas and directions because of that. Help me understand how you would overcome that, if it's a prejudice or an approach that you might take.
Well, good question. like everyone that gets involved in town politics, I think, you know, we all obviously have opinions, beliefs, and I've always taught myself to, you know, just the facts, so to speak. You know, you listen to the facts, you review the facts, and you make your decisions on the facts. I think, you know, if you go, I could show you in my voting over the years in school board and budget that I don't always necessarily vote with my heart. In fact, I don't vote with my heart. I vote with the facts. And I can tell you there are times that, on a personal basis, I probably would not vote that way. I vote with my constituents. You know, we have forums with the school board that people come in and they voice their opinion, and I follow those opinions. I believe I'm representing the voters, the residents of town, and though my personal beliefs obviously are involved in a lot of questions and I'll say investigation that I may do, the bottom line is it's based on, my decisions are based on facts, figures, and I believe my record would show that.
Do you think we'd be creating a perception of a conflict because of your association with the school board, with appointing you as a police commissioner?
You know, I don't believe so. I mean, the school district is a big entity in town. It's you know, the biggest budget. We have you know, most employees. We're dealing with every pretty much every child in town, and I don't think there'd be a conflict. I mean, there have been issues over the years. You know, we hear about, you know, the SRO and you know, incidents that happen in the school, but you know what? Those are issues that have, for the most part, been dealt with by the CEO of the administration. You know, the board has not had to get involved in most of those decisions, if any of them, and that's the way it should be. I mean, you know, our superintendent, Dr. Littlefield, handles them. He keeps the board informed. Occasionally, we're asked for comment from the media, which is, it goes with the job, but you know, I do not see any prejudice. I mean, I've personally talked to the chief about the SRO and told him, you know, as long as we have one, it's up to him who's there, and everybody has their preferences, but as long as the person in there is doing a good job for the district, for the students, I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, Mr. Argo, are you a supporter of Officer Davina? Are you a supporter of the police department, or are you neutral?
Am I a supporter of the police department?
Absolutely. Davina. I see in a lot of the newspaper clippings and pictures that you support Officer Davina's position in the problems over there. Would you think that would give you more bias towards the police department if you were on the commission?
I don't believe so. I'm a firm believer in you know, people being allowed to voice their opinion and have due process. If someone is allowed to have due process, which I've like the gentleman before me, I've attended hearings, and when you have an opportunity to have due process in a public setting like that, the facts speak for themselves. So I honestly don't believe that there would be prejudice there, because again, the the facts speak for themselves. As long as the facts are out there and everyone has their opportunity to speak, no, I don't believe there would be any prejudice.
Councilors, anything else?
I was just checking the charter. I want to be sure that, I think, Dana, can you tell us, is your term up with the school board? And
No.
this commission is separate from all other boards, so that he could serve if in fact, just checking.
Yeah, I checked on that before I submitted my name.
Just by way of courtesy, Councilor Van Score, do you have a question?
I'm all set, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, Councilor? Mr. Argo, thank you very much.
If I could add
Sure.
one point, one might ask, I am a member of the school board, I am chair of the school board, but I will tell you that come September, I'm also an empty nester. Both of my children are in college, and I'm very involved with them, and I'm always looking for a way to fill my free time. So if anyone did have a concern about maybe too much on the plate, so to speak, I wanted to put those concerns to rest. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.